Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Anti-Material Energy. In the last episode, we were struggling. Also something weird is happening. Is there a creeper in here? There should not be a creeper in there. Why is there a creeper in there? That's the second time I've had a creeper spawn in there. This is a sky biome. That area is 100% a sky biome, and I don't understand why creepers are allowed to spawn in there. Alright, we're going to turn it off. Shutting it down. Enderman doesn't like me. Uh-oh. Ah! That actually scared me. I didn't know where he was. Ow. Alright, so... Aww. Stop teleporting behind me. Be on fire. That's gonna really ruin his day. He's gonna teleport around for a while. I don't know if he's still gonna be angry at me afterwards, but we'll see. Anyways, this is getting sorta close to being done. Just been trying to add a little bit more aura to this as needed, as I can, whatnot. So, it's going to be a little bit longer, but we should have the Enderman pet some point today, hopefully. But yeah, so we were struggling last episode, and we did make some auto crafting. Not much, but the big thing that we were kind of having a bad time with is this machine, the chemical synthesizer. And the main reason for that is, well, basically it doesn't have enough power storage to make some of the recipes, such as the blueprints. Both of the blueprints for MineChem require, what is that, 5 million RF? And, well, this machine could only hold 1 million. That's not good. That's not what we want, because, well, we can't use those blueprints ever. So I took the liberty of going to the config files and changing how much power this guy can store. I just added a 0 to the end of it, so... Hold up, he says he has no power. This is unreliable, I do believe. But he has, as you can see at the top, 10 million RF storage now. I went ahead and did that just so that we could make... Whoa, okay, there we go. It worked somehow. It got confused. Just so we can make the blueprints, and it will also make making the surface quartz a lot easier. Which is fine by me. So I just did that for the chemical synthesizers, not anything else, and that's kind of where we're at. So, yeah, a little bit of a liberty, but I've been considering doing that for a couple other things. So, for example, we need ocelots in order for the in order for us to get the ocelot pet. We need to get ocelots and, well, get their heads so that we can make the ocelot pet. That's kind of a pain because we have no way of getting a jungle biome. I will not say for sure if I'm going to do this or not. I'm considering it, but I could probably figure out how to go in and make a new recipe. And what I would do is just make a new recipe for if we look at the carbon nanotubes for one of the biome things, what are they called? The capsules. And I would just make a new one for this. Probably make it based off of the planes, but just replace one of the cellulose with something like theobromine, which is cocoa beans, because I think that would make sense. So I might do that and see if that will help if we make an area that is jungle, see if we can't get some ocelots to spawn. I don't know if that'll work or not. But I also don't know if I'm going to do it or not. It's a consideration that I might do. It's not a bad idea in my opinion, but because the other way is just to complete the quest and call it a day. And I kind of want to complete as many of these quests as I can, legitimately, as difficult as that might be. So we'll see, but we should be able to throw these on the ground and make an angel seal of a 3rd degree. Now, for the Sword of the Thief, we need 2nd degrees. We'll get those later, but we can throw these on the ground and get a 4th degree. So this is gonna have to run for quite a while longer. Eventually we'll probably come over here and put a mini ME system to place glowstone down so that it constantly runs, but we'll see about that. Anyways, this thing is getting close. How much ore? You have too much. You have too much. You could use more. You can reset. And let's just add another 1,000 there. Okay. So what are we going to do today? Well, first thing I want to do is I want to see how bad it is to make the fission. We need 98 tungsten plating. Oh man. That's not easy. Tungsten plating requires... Actually, that's not that bad. Alright, so we're going to need a lot of tungsten, some beryl, and double layer capacitors. Alright, that is not terrible other than the double layer capacitors. We're going to need, well, 98 of those. So let's start gathering up the resources to do this. And first thing I think we should do, tungsten, we're going to need the double, that's hyphenated, double layer. So let's see, we're going to need redstone alloy, which does have an exchange. So we're going to need quite a bit of that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do something like this. And just grab a bunch of this. In fact, we could probably have just, you know, let's just go ahead and fill our inventory with redstone alloys. Now these are easy enough to make, but I don't have to. We have EMC. We have duping as well, so who cares? Alright, let's grab... Do we have... Let's grab enough wood for 2 crafting tables, which we will turn into crafting stations. And let's go ahead and place these down. And the reason we're doing this is just to have a little bit more room to do this. So we're going to want a stack. So 98. Let's see, 4, 34. So basically half a stack plus 2. Well, it's half a stack plus 2. And that should be 98. So this is all of the... all of that we're going to need. Let's go mess with the machines again. Let's take the rest of this glowstone. I do keep misplacing it, which is bad, which means I have to break it, and I don't have silk touch, so we lose a little bit of glowstone every time. But again, we have EMC. It doesn't matter. Alright, any of these done? Not yet. So we'll just get this going. Let's reset you. And you have plenty. You could use more. You have plenty. Alright. So the next step is we need, for the double layer capacitors, controlled fuel, which requires circuits and enriched coal. Now none of this has exchange value, so we can't learn it. So we're going to need a bunch of circuits, and that's a little bit of a problem, but not much of one. We have a handful, but not that many. And here's a question: the controlled fuel, does it require those two? We don't have any of those specifically, so let's see. Do I have my calculator on me? Do we have any of the... Is it the enriched? Alright. Flawless crafting. So, will this work? No, it has to be those. Okay. So we might want to make some stuff to make this a little bit easier from calculator. But let's see. Anything else here? We're going to need more circuits, and it can be any circuit for that. So if we want to get specific circuits, there is a way to get these. So we can get the damaged circuits from pretty much anything. Cobblestone and dirt will give us random. But then precision chamber, if it's cobblestone, that's stone brick. Let's see. Reinforced stone. Is it No, it's cobblestone. Okay, so do we have a precision chamber? We do. Alright, cool. So what we can do is we can just set this guy up. Let's just put him right here. And if we just put a bunch of cobblestone in there, it'll work. We'll eventually get what we want. We'll get a bunch of those circuits, and that'll be fine. So we'll have to set up some sort of system for circuits with calculator later. Something else we should probably do. We have some energy conduits. Can we get more? Of course we can. We have a lot of stuff. Because these are EMCable as well as the vibrant alloys, so let's just verify that we have both of those. Vibrant and conduit binders. Alright, cool. So real quick, what I want to do is we're just going to reset our power. Let's replace these, break this guy and this guy, and this guy will have to give us power for now, and then we're just gonna go right on down the line and replace all of these wires with the better quality. Okay, so now what we can do, if we grab our personal shrinking device, and we can even grab this stuff. These guys will probably be moved eventually. We can go in here, and on the bottom, exporting, we should be able to put power there, and it is certainly exporting power. Now what we can do is just set up these guys, and for the time being we're just going to put both of these in here, and that should stay full. So now we should be able to get out of here, and if we remove this guy completely, add a line, and for sake of just making sure everything's working, let's decompose something. Let's decompose some nether quartz. This is still getting power, so that tells me we have plenty of power. And that gives us gallium arsenide, which is kind of cool, but not super important. We can just run that back through, get arsenic and gallium. Cool. So this should be working. And if it doesn't, then we'll extract and all that. But basically, we can put all of our we can put all of our power in this machine and never have to worry about that again. So it cleans up the base a little bit. Alright, so that ran out of power at some point. So Alright, let's see. We still need a couple of things, so we can put this away. I want to keep that out of the AE system just so we can go mess with it. We should probably get some of the fuel, so... Also, we have some circuits in here. That's odd. Let's get like 2 stacks of this fuel, and we'll just put it in here. Alright, cool. So, at this point, what we need to do... I'd love to get some upgrades for this. How do we make upgrades? Speed, upgrade, enriched gold, red circuit, and atomic binder. Okay. Do we have any? We have 1 enriched gold. We have 6 atomic binders. Those are easy enough to make. And the enriched gold is golden. Gold in the redstone. So that's easy enough. Alright, so gold plus redstone gives us that. And we'll get just a bunch of speed upgrades. We'll want more of them later anyways. But do I just right click these? Yes. So now this should go a lot faster if I actually remove. Why is it giving us different things? I thought this was supposed to give us solely the one we wanted. Reassembly chamber. Let's see. Damaged circuits. Extraction chamber should give you random, but the precision chamber should be exact. Maybe it requires it to be stone. Let's take these out. We do need to add our other machine back in, which is the reassembly. Is that what these are for? Yes. So reassembly. Let's actually move this over 1. And we'll go ahead and make, as soon as we get more circuits, which I think we have 1 already, we can always make more things. I think these will give us more speed upgrades. We can just grab this, 2 of those, and as soon as we get some more speed upgrades, we'll get those. Analyzing chamber as well. And is there any other upgrades? Let's just look up upgrade. Energy and void. Energy upgrades require the blue circuits. Those I'm not as concerned about, but we might want them. Alright, so as soon as this is done, we're gonna set up some automation with the calculator machines, which we have atom conduits. Alright, so that is done. Let's analyze it. And let's get these kind of better placed. So this guy is going to extract from the... Actually, he's going to extract from here into the reassembly chamber, which is then going to extract from here into the analyzing chamber, which is then going to put it into there. So we'll just need a couple of things. We need to, I think it's green input. We need a PA wrench, I do believe, which I think is over here. Yes. So I believe it is green is input. Red is output. Actually, no, we don't want that. Green input. We want red on the back. Alright, that's good. Green there's already. We then want red, red. Alright, and we can test this pretty easily. Always active, insert. Always active, insert, and if we put that in there, we'll see if it works. Calculator machines are a little finicky, but let's get some stone. I know we have some just normal stone. Let's see if this gives us all the same. Then the last thing we'll need to do is insert, extract, always active. And once this is done, which we'll get some more speed upgrades. Didn't we have red? Doesn't matter the order. Order of operations. Oh, upgrades cannot be. Oh, cool. They immediately went there. And now we're getting just damaged circuits. So, let's take that out. Let's take that out. Let's take that out. Add the speed upgrades. So that isn't pulling anything out. So, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But this will give us what we want. And more speed upgrades means more better. We'll set up a better system later for all this, but yeah, I'll have to figure out the best way to get these out. But cool. So that works well enough. We'll just remove this for now. And we're getting okay, so it's removing the goods, but not the actual circuit. So let's do this, and I think it's sighted. So if we put this on top as well, we should be able to extract, always active, and insert. Alright, let's try this side. Extract, always active. Oh, that's not being allowed to be removed because it's green. Well, let's see if we can do this. Extract, always active. Because it's pretty much instantaneous. With broccoli seeds. Is it still being analyzed? Yes, they are. Cool. So that's all we need to do. It's been a while since I've messed with calculator automation. It's weird. Awesome. So this is going to give us all of these circuits that we need. And we'll have to come up with a better system later to make this a little bit nicer. But for now, it'll work. To get what we want, let's put this stuff away. And now if we want more enriched coal, it's just coal and redstone. So that's not bad. So let's take a little bit of both. And it was, you know, let's just keep that to flawless crafting. So let's get rid of the upgrades. So we need controlled fuel. And that's just a plus. So can't we just do it like this? No. We need a dynamic calculator, which... Can I make that? Requires the atomic calculator, 2 atomic modules, advanced assembly. We'll worry about it later. So let's just go ahead and grab a calculator and get a little bit of this stuff. And get a bit of the circuit. So nothing too bad here. Just a matter of processing enough of this stuff. So there is the first 16. And then we'll need other circuits as well, but that's not as big of a deal. We can just take these out. And so the next thing we need to do is just get a ton of stone. I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and use this cobblestone. But before we do, let's go ahead and get some of these taken care of. This is going to take forever if I do it by hand. So I'll probably put this stuff into the, I don't know. We'll make enough to have exactly what we need for the controlled fuel, and then I'll just put the circuits in here. I think that's why I had them in there before, so it makes sense. So we have double layer capacitors and tungsten plating. So this is just a shape craft, so it's not that bad. We're just going to need a ton of resources. So real quick, let's just go ahead and put this in there. And let's just grab a ton of cobblestone. And we're going to dump it all in here. Furnace input. How are we doing, by the way, on singularities? This is something we're going to need later. Come on. Nowhere close. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, let's do some more work with this guy. How close are we on this? So we're done on one side. We're almost done on multiple. So is this increasing anything? Not anymore. How about this one? Yes. Okay, so you need that. Are you increasing anything? No. Are you? I think this is the one. So it's just these two that we need to kind of continue working with. But we're very close to being done. Let's also get this guy going some more. This is one that I need to automate. That is probably going to be next episode. Once we get a little bit more supplies, we'll be able to make a lot of really cool stuff fairly easily. But I want to just get this Itterman pet. This is the last pet we can actively make for right now, presumably anyways. I don't know if we can make the wither pet, but we can't do anything with the purple cow, the purplicious pet, question mark, because we don't have the ocelot. That's the last one we need. So yeah, the recipe is broken. We're probably going to cheat those in, or at least cheat the quest. So that's going to be a thing. Anyways, let's put that in there. And yeah, we're going to need a ton of circuits and whatnot. But shouldn't be too bad. So let's look at the other thing. So we're going to need tungsten. We're going to need a lot of tungsten. How can we get tungsten? Looks like nether brick is a good little supply of it, or just netherrack. Now I believe we can get a bunch of things from netherrack, so let's just get a lot of netherrack. And you know, I forgot to do this. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Let's just start decomposing a ton of netherrack. So we're gonna get some iron, some titanium, which is not good. that is radioactive. So we're gonna have to every so often come over here and mess with this. We're gonna get a lot of silicon, which is also not good because it just there's so much of it. We are gonna get some beryllium. We're gonna get a good bit of beryllium. That is nice because what we can do with that is make the barrel. So we can also use emeralds. That's fine. But it's aluminum, metasilicate, and beryllium. So that's not a big deal. But we are going to run through a lot of netherrack if we're not careful. But we have a stack of tungsten already. We are going to need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 plus stacks. We need a lot. So it's something like this. Is there any other ways? Let's actually grab a stack of this stuff, and we're going to cook up a little bit of... let's just cook up a little bit of netherrack. And then we're going to try... Because tungsten doesn't really come from anything else, we could use nether bricks. And I think nether bricks will give us tungsten as well. But that's something we can kind of experiment with and whatnot. But we have a good bit of beryllium, which is nice. We'd also just use emeralds. We might just use emeralds just because it'll be easier. But we're going to need a lot of tungsten. So I'm going to have to go through a lot of netherrack, which I don't think is much of a problem. Do we have any in here? No. It is exchange energy of 1. So, yeah, it's not a problem. But yeah, nether bricks, I don't know if they give you anything else. But we'll get a little bit of tungsten from that. Alright, so in order to do this, we're going to need just a ton of resources. So I have some major work to do between episodes. That's going to be fun. Not being super sarcastic there either. So it's just going to be a matter of time, really. And just getting things, well, taken care of. Let's keep the item conduits on us. And then I want a stack of cobblestone. It's always good to have some blocks on your bar. Anyways, let's dump all of this stuff in here. And obviously more chemicals are going to be better. We might set up some other automation next time just to get things a little bit nicer. So one of these guys, you don't have... It can't be you. It totally is. Alright, so this is nearly done. We're going to get the Enderman pet. Let's go ahead and be ready for it. And then that's where we're going to end the episode off for today. So, like I said, next time what I think we're going to do is work on some automation to make my life a little bit easier with the circuits, as well as the tungsten and all that kind of stuff. Just a matter of... It's one of these two, I know it. Come on, you're so close. It is so very, very close. And then we can start making some other stuff. We can make the all of the one things, the glowstone shards, so that we can make octadic capacitors and do fun stuff with that. And there is our Enderman pet. Cool. So claim reward. It's a good reward bag, which means it is blocks. Futura blocks, not bad. And then I just want to see if we put these guys on here. So the wither pet is the last one in this section. Magma cube, slime, gas, and enderman. So magma cube, slime, enderman, and gas. Oh, cool. It's actually working. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and let this guy work and be made. So I'm going to prepare for some automation next time. I'm also going to go ahead and run through a lot of supplies and whatnot. But the next time what we'll do is just continue working towards the fission chamber. And then later we can work towards the fusion chamber. So a lot of work to do, but the fission chamber might actually make things... No, never mind. I don't know what we're going to use the fission chamber with. We could make some really cool things, but I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a lot of work done, and a lot of things just to kind of prepare for later. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!